Once you cross the age of 40, your body's metabolic engine begins a subtle, silent transformation. Most people believe that high blood sugar is a problem reserved only for those diagnosed with diabetes. But here's the alarming reality: millions of people are living with prediabetes, a state of borderline high blood sugar, and 80% of them have absolutely no idea. High blood sugar doesn't just appear overnight, it whispers to you through small, strange, and often seemingly unrelated signals. It's not just about how many sweets you eat, it's about how your hormones, specifically insulin, are managing your body's primary fuel. If you ignore these whispers today, you are inviting the roar of chronic health issues tomorrow. Today, we are decoding the 7 most ignored silent signs that your blood sugar is reaching dangerous levels. Pay extremely close attention to sign number 2, because most people mistake it for a simple sign of getting older, but it is actually a desperate cry for help from your metabolism. Do you hit a wall around 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock p.m. every single day? That overwhelming urge to take a nap right after lunch, or the desperate need for another cup of coffee just to stay awake, is not just daily fatigue. It is often the very first hallmark of insulin resistance. When you eat, your blood sugar rises. In a healthy body, insulin acts like a key, unlocking your cells to let that sugar in to be used as energy. However, after 40, if your blood sugar is chronically high, the locks on your cells become rusty and unresponsive. Your blood sugar spikes rapidly after a meal, but because it can't enter the cells, it eventually crashes, leaving your brain starved for energy even though you've just eaten a full meal. If you feel like your brain is in a fog every afternoon, your body is struggling to manage its main fuel source. Have you noticed small, soft, flesh colored growths appearing on your neck, armpits, or even your eyelids? Most people dismiss these as harmless skin tags that simply come with age. However, in the medical world, new skin tags are a massive red flag for chronically high insulin levels. Insulin is a growth promoting or anabolic hormone. When your blood sugar is consistently high, your pancreas pumps out massive amounts of insulin to try and bring it down. This excess insulin in your bloodstream stimulates skin cells to divide and grow rapidly, creating these small tags of extra tissue. If you see new skin tags appearing, don't just look at your skin, look at your metabolic health. Your body is literally growing extra tissue because of the hormonal chaos caused by hidden sugar. This is perhaps the most common frustration for anyone over 40. You exercise, you cut calories, but that spare tire around your waist just won't budge. This isn't a lack of willpower, it's a hormonal blockade. Insulin is scientifically known as the fat storage hormone. When your blood sugar is high, insulin is always present in your blood. And as long as insulin is high, your body is chemically locked in storage mode. It is physically impossible for your body to burn a stored fat when insulin levels are elevated. This specific type of visceral fat around the midsection is a direct result of high blood sugar. You cannot outrun or outtrain a high sugar diet because your hormones will simply refuse to let go of the fat cells. Do you feel like you are never truly satisfied after a meal? Or perhaps you get hangry, irritable, shaky, and lightheaded if you miss a meal by just 30 minutes. This is a sign that your cells are literally starving in a land of plenty. Because high blood sugar prevents insulin from working correctly, the glucose, your fuel, stays stuck in your blood instead of feeding your cells. Your cells send a desperate SOS to your brain. We have no energy. Send more food. This creates a vicious cycle. You eat, your sugar rises even higher, but your cells stay hungry. If you find yourself craving bread, pasta, or sweets shortly after a full meal, your metabolism is trapped in a sugar-burning loop that it can't escape. Getting up once or twice at night might seem like a normal part of aging, but if it has become a regular, frustrating pattern, your kidneys might be trying to save your life. Your kidneys are your body's ultimate filters. When blood sugar levels cross a certain threshold, the kidneys can no longer reabsorb all that excess glucose. To get rid of the dangerous sugar, your kidneys are forced to pull water from your healthy tissues to flush the sugar out through your urine. This is why high blood sugar causes both extreme thirst and frequent trips to the bathroom. Your body is literally trying to dilute the sugar to protect your internal organs. If this is waking you up at night, it's not just a small bladder problem, it's a blood sugar problem. Take a look at the back of your neck, your armpits, or your knuckles. Do they look slightly darker or dirty, as if they need a good scrub, but the color simply won't wash off? This is a medical condition called acanthosis nigricans. Much like skin tags, this darkening of the skin is caused by high levels of insulin, triggering the growth of skin pigment cells. It often has a velvety texture. This is one of the most reliable visual indicators that your body is struggling with deep insulin resistance. It's not a hygiene issue, it's a metabolic warning light telling you that your internal system is overwhelmed by sugar. Do you sometimes feel a pins and needles sensation in your feet or hands? Or have you noticed that a simple scratch or bruise takes weeks to disappear? High blood sugar acts like tiny shards of glass moving through your blood vessels. It physically damages the microscopic capillaries that supply blood to your nerves and skin. When nerves don't get enough oxygen-rich blood, they begin to misfire, causing tingling or numbness. When your skin doesn't get enough blood, the repair team of cells can't reach the site of an injury, leading to dangerously slow healing. After 40, these aren't just signs of getting older, they are signs that sugar is eroding your internal infrastructure. The good news is that your body is incredibly resilient. You can start reversing these signs today. Prioritize fiber and protein. Always eat your fiber, vegetables, and protein before you touch any carbohydrates. This simple order of eating slows down the sugar spike by up to 30%. The 10-minute post-meal walk. Walking for just 10 minutes after your largest meal forces your muscles to soak up that excess sugar like a sponge without needing extra insulin. The vinegar trick. Taking 1 tablespoon of raw apple cider vinegar in a large glass of water before a meal can improve your insulin sensitivity significantly. Conclusion. Your body is always talking to you. You just have to know how to listen. If you've noticed these signs, it's time to take your metabolic health seriously. Subscribe to Silent Health Signals as we continue to decode the body's whispers and help you live a longer, healthier life. Join the conversation. If you're ready to fix your blood sugar, comment, "I am in control" below. Thanks for watching and stay healthy.